Hi everyone, I'm Christina Dandar of the Potted Boxwood, and I'm thrilled to be here in Dallas, Texas at this Spanish colonial style modern home that is designed by interior designer Ashley Rutledge, who's here with me today. Ashley, thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for being here. Y'all come inside.
Ashley, this home is so beautiful. Tell us a little bit about it.
Thank you. Well, we can start here in the entry. And I thought this was an exciting find. This is a David, because there was such a huge blank wall, I wanted to do something really impactful. And I love the black and white aspect. And it's David Yarrow. It's 7 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
And it's called Genesis. And I just think it's really like a powerful way to have people engage when they come into the entry.
Absolutely. And immediately you get into the dining room.
Yes. So the dining room for my clients, they have a lot of antiques that they've collected over the years. So I wanted to incorporate those. And I thought a good way to do that would be through the flooring as well. And this is from Exquisite Surfaces. It was sourced from farmhouses in France.
Oh, wow.
And then repurposed.
It's beautiful,
thank
and I
you.
love the texture in it as well.
Thank you. And a Hunt Sloanum, I think everyone knows that.
Yes, the bunnies, the famous bunnies.
The draperies are Ribelli. They were originally had their factory in Venice. Not really sure where it is now, somewhere in Italy, but my client loves to have like a dressy, formal dining room.
Well, it's beautiful, and the wallpaper alone just really complements and adds to it.
Thank you.
And I know you mentioned they had a home in Santa Fe, is that correct?
Yes, they did. So they brought a lot of their artwork from Santa Fe. This is Holly Hunt, the dining table and chairs. That particular piece of art was from an artist out of Chicago. His name's Lonnie White, and it's really interesting because he gets the canvases, they're metal, and he has a paint on it, and then he pours really hot beeswax on it.
Oh my goodness.
And then it creates these really cool organic shapes.
Wow.
So everyone's different.
Everyone's different.
Yeah.
I love that. And then over here, just some more antiques. I know you mentioned that your client loves.
And they had that in their home in El Paso.
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So have you been in Texas for a long time?
I have my entire life, yes.
That's great.
Yes.
And how long have you been designing?
For over 20 years.
Oh, really exceptional.
I graduated from UT. I've been designing.
I love this kitchen, and just the overall flow of the space is really nice.
Thank you. So this is a quartzite, which my client has loved. It's very durable and doesn't stain. So that's been nice for them because, like I said, they do entertain a lot.
And they have a few grandchildren,
yes,
correct?
They do.
Oh, these bar stools just add, I love it. There's a lot of modern touches, but at the same time, it doesn't feel cold or sterile.
Thank you. I think a lot of that too is, again, the antiques that my client loved and wanted to incorporate. And then the limestone, there's some earthy elements that kind of hopefully makes it feel warmer.
That's great. And then just kind of a fun juxtaposition between these Francis Elkins chairs and then the more modern stools.
I think these are so cute. They're called bridal veil, which if you look at them, they kind of do.
They do look like a bridal veil. And this is wonderful, and there's so many interesting light fixtures throughout the house.
So all of their light fixtures I found through a source in Dallas. They're all either from 50s, 60s, or 70s. So vintage, that is brass and, the white globes.
I love this. And really one of my favorite pieces in this whole house is this tiled fireplace mantle.
Well, the tile is really fun. It's Ansax, and actually in their showroom, they have it shown as an outdoor fireplace tile, but I loved it in here. I love blue. My client loves blue, as you can tell. And it's handmade in Morocco, and again, it brings texture and an earthy element to because the walls are, a stark white, which makes everything pop more. But I love incorporating like textures and
Well,
pattern.
Speaking of texture and pattern, this room, this is a guest room, correct?
Yes.
And look at this. Didn't you mention this is Missoni? Is that correct?
Yes, so this is, I didn't know Scalamandre owned Missoni, but I guess they do, and I thought that was interesting. I'm obsessed with anything Scalamandre, and really everything in here is Ralph Lauren, the bed, the bedding, the nightstands, the lamps. My client and I both love Ralph Lauren. It's just classic, and I don't think you can really go wrong.
No, you definitely can't. And again, the horses, a little touch of Santa Fe.
Yes.
And El Paso.
They did have that work in Santa Fe.
That's amazing. What a pretty, just like luxe and layered bedroom. And again, the little touches like covering the light switch, I think are always super important.
Thank you.
And really just has a nice flow throughout the house.
And then the panels on either side of the window are Christopher Martin. It seemed a little bare, and I was just looking for the perfect piece. I didn't really know what would go on either side. I started thinking, well, maybe I'll put drapery panels, but then I found those and I thought they were perfect. And again, they incorporate the blue, which my client and I love. Yeah.
It's a great use of pattern and color, but it doesn't feel overwhelming.
Thank you.
And then out here, we want to do a little peek of this living space because, again, you bring in some pretty tile, and I love sort of the natural touches out here.
I thought it was fun, too, to incorporate the Philip Stark bubble chairs because it, again, modernizes the space.
It's absolutely fantastic.
With the traditional elements.
And hopefully they can entertain on a day it's not so hot.
I know.
It's about 100 degrees here in Dallas today. But we have the fireplaces on.
Right. And then they had their antique rugs that they wanted to use. So that adds, again, some of their antique
just great layers
features that
and
they
elements. And a huge wall of windows. Does this open up?
It does, yeah. They open it up for parties, and especially, like you said, when it's cooler out.
Right. And now, is this the main living area?
This is the main living area, and just a fun fact about the chandelier. That's the same chandelier that's at Jimmy Choo in Highland Park Village.
Really?
Just a different finish. But I fell in love with it and asked the manager if she could find out who the manufacturer was, and I found out. And
oh, it's fantastic.
Just did a different finish, obviously like different scale, but it was like a puzzle piece when we got it. We had to
put it together?
Yes.
Oh, that would
be... It came with the diagram, and we had to hang...
That would be a lot of work.
One, yes.
What a perk, the Jimmy Choo light fixture.
I know.
Now, tell us more about this living space, because these look like very deep set
They
sofas.
are really comfy. This is by a designer and furniture maker out of Louisiana. Her name's Reagan Hayes, and she's really cute. This fabric is a cashmere wool blend, and it's just super cozy. I love these sofas. These are Dongia when they used to have the showroom. I was obsessed with everything in there.
This is fantastic.
The rug is Holly Hunt, and it's a linen, 100% linen.
Which is really amazing how you've incorporated all these different textures together between cashmere and linen. It sort of lends itself to Texas on its own.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
And then I thought this Bates was really interesting. It was really like what started the whole living room project because it's three-dimensional, and my client loves to support Texas artists as well.
Oh, this is amazing. It is three-dimensional. I don't know if people can really
And it's just
see
so
that.
fun with the limes and the sea in the background.
That's fantastic. And I love the sconces go with the light fixture. And then as we walk into here, tell us about this little bar area.
So this bar leads into my client's study. And again, here's a touch of the Santa Fe art.
Really great tile work as well.
I know, I loved the tile. It's Walker Zanger. And I love the black and white. I love the pop of black and white in here.
And amazing hardware as well. Really pretty.
Thank you.
And then this room, it kind of has a sultry, a little like
I know. So my
sexy feel
client's
to it.
husband spends a lot of time in here. It's nice because, you get the view from the corner, and I used a lot of Dongia pieces in here. The coffee table, the side table.
It's amazing how you just taken some really contemporary furniture and paired it with rugs, and just I feel like it gives a really nice cohesive feel, but it's not expected.
You. And then that's a Dallas artist, which I loved, and I loved that it. You know, I didn't want anything that was matchy. I wanted that to make a statement, because you see that right when you walk in the front door, and that's art from Santa Fe.
Oh, this is really fantastic. Now we're getting to one of my favorite parts of the house, which is this powder bath. Tell us about this.
This powder bath, it's a commission piece by Connie Chantilla. She is amazingly creative. I mean, just over the top creative. And she has an entire studio of different geodes that you can pick out. So this is pyrite and selenite, and I chose the colors based on the rest of the house. As you can see, I mean, there's a lot of neutral colors in the house as well. And then she just puts it all together and designs the layout. It takes about a week to install it, because it's so heavy. They have to put like a cork board behind it, and
so is it all one piece, or do they come and assemble it?
They come and assemble it here.
Wow, that really is fantastic. And I loved how you used the wallpaper along with it.
The wallpaper is kind of funny, because I did pick out a white. It's this in white. That's just what my vision was at the time. And then it came in and it was this dark color, which I think worked out so much better.
And really, because it allows the mirror to pop, I think.
For coming to my client's home, and I hope y'all enjoyed the tour.
We sure did. Thanks so much. And I'll link Ashley's website and her Instagram on my website tomorrow. Thanks.